Well, no one wants to jump in the shower and find no hot water, so should we be switching to a tankless water heater? Gary Will's here from Home Comfort Experts to answer that question. Listen, I got a bunch of teenagers in my house. Yeah. That's always happens to me. Right. I'm the last one, and turn it on, I get like lukewarm. Yeah. So when should we be considering a tankless water heater?
Well, that's a good situation there yeah, that's a good
that's
point.
When?
That's when, yeah. Well, anytime, I know if you have a large family or teenagers, that type of thing, if your existing water heater decides to go bad or leak or that type of thing, it's time to kind of weigh your options if you're not in a big rush. There's a lot of different options, whether it's a power vent water heater that has a fast recovery, holds a big tank of water, or a tankless water heater that doesn't. That's kind of where you see your savings. They don't sit and store a big tank full of water. It's not heating that constantly. It's on demand. You open your faucet, if you want hot water, it comes on, you get hot water until you're done. You can take that hour-long shower if you want to.
Do not tell my kids they can take an hour-long shower, please. Nobody's listening to this. So how much room is it smaller than a traditional water heater?
If you look at a tankless water heater, you're talking about probably about 2 foot wide by about 3 foot tall and about 10 inches deep. And you can mount those directly on a wall.
Okay.
If you have, say, a closet area or whatever, like a utility room, they kind of save you on space as well. You're used to that big tank sitting there. These can mount right on the wall. They vent in PVC pipe.
Okay.
Kind of like some of our newer 90% efficient furnaces and above vent PVC. They give us a lot more options that way. They can go out through the roof, out through a sidewall. There's a lot of venting options there for the exhaust on those. But they take up less space. Now, if you have a basement and you're thinking about a tankless water heater, they also make stands where you can mount those right on a stand and they can sit kind of in the middle of the room, kind of like the existing water heater does. But a lot of times we mount them right to a wall and plumb over to them.
Now, you mentioned the saving money. Is it worth it? How much money is it going to save me?
It depends on family. It's hard to say exactly how much it's going to save you. You're not heating that water, in that storage tank. You've got a small amount of water that goes through there. It uses a large volume of gas to heat that as on demand. So like I said, it's really hard to say an exact dollar amount. What you're going to find is a savings. Depending on your usage as a family, it's hard to range.
What about maintenance? What kind of maintenance am I looking at?
Once a year, you should have a trained professional come out and flush that water heater out. We run a cleaner through the heat exchanger of that tankless water heater, and it cleans any minerals or buildup or anything that's in there to keep it the flow going through, the water going through like it should, making heat as fast as possible. Sure. If you don't do that, Indiana is known for its limestone.
Yeah.
And it builds up rather quickly in anything, your faucets, your water heaters, that type of thing, and it can actually grow those heat exchangers shut.
Well, that's really something we ought to be doing anyway.
Right.
Regardless of what water heater.
Yeah, you should be flushing them, yes.
Well, if you are interested in a tankless water heater, if you are like me and have all of those people showering in your house and you want to have some hot water for yourself, give Home Comfort Experts a call today, 490-5100. They would be glad to talk to you about it. We'll be right back.